games tomorrow, right?
Yep. Joined by UNCW head coach Kevin Keats, along with Denzel Ingram and Chris Flemings. We'll start with a comment from Coach Keats on the victory, and then raise your hands if you have questions. We'll bring the mic around. Coach?
Well, what another great CAA game. And it's been like this the whole year. If you look at the game before us, I had an opportunity to watch just a little bit of it before I came over to the arena, and I knew that was going to be a great game. Didn't know that we were going to come down to the wire with Northeastern, but another great game. Give credit to those guys. Unbelievable team, great seniors. Those guys deserve every win that they've gotten all year long, and I wish them the best. I thought we did a great job in the first half, closing the half off, and we ended up going into overtime up 2. And then I thought for the second day in a row, I thought our energy was great coming out of halftime, and we did a good job of getting out in transition. We found easy baskets. We finally, in my opinion, solved the zone. They did a great job with the zone, but we got some more player and ball movement and was able to get some easy shots and some backdoor cuts.
Questions?
Kevin, what was that like there? I mean, you have a 10-point lead with 70 seconds to go, and it keeps getting closer and closer, and then there in the last couple minutes, you guys have to kind of figure out a way to finish it out.
Thought it was a good basketball game. I mean, when you got a team with seniors and they're not going to just lay down, it wasn't anything for me. I felt like we were going to win the game because I felt like we were always in control, and give them credit. They did a good job at the end, but give these guys credit because they finished the game.
Coach, and looking ahead to tomorrow night, 2 games that you played against Hofstra, almost completely the reverse of each other. You were down 20, came back to win at the end. They were down 18, came back to win at the end on your floor. What do you expect tomorrow night? What can you take from those 2 games looking ahead to tomorrow?
Well, I don't know that you can take much from them. Both teams had early leads, and both teams blew early leads, and I think it'll be another good basketball game. This whole league, the whole entire season has been crazy because every team that you play challenges you to the end, and we're fortunate enough to be in this championship game because it could have been any other the 6-7 other teams that are playing in it. But they're an unbelievable team. Obviously Wanye's a very good player, and he's surrounded by 4 other guys that are just equally as good on any given night.
Kevin, everybody knows you guys guards, and yet this is the second game in a row that a reserve big man has kind of changed the game. Why are those guys succeeding in a really, really big position?
Well, I think I've been on those big guys for the entire year to give us something, and I think their efforts have been great. I think they've played hard extremely for the whole season. But I think now that they're contributing because they're playing with a lot of confidence. And, I have to give the guards a lot of credit because they still believe in them. Early on, those guys wasn't playing well, and they could have easily said, we're not going to throw them the basketball. But they're still continuing to feed them the basketball, and they believe in them. And I'm happy for the last 3 games, our post guys have done a tremendous job. I thought K-Cock came in and did a great job for us tonight. He actually extended 3 or 4 possessions for us. I thought C.J. Geddes was a good early, and I thought Marquis did a great job on ball screen defense.
Coach, could you just talk about the video ruling with 1.4 or whatever it was, what the officials told you and what happened there?
Well, what we were told was Chris got his hand on the basketball and it bounced in the court. And then by the time it bounced in the court, it took a long bounce, and their speculation that long bounce it would have been 1.7. Obviously, it was 1.4 on the clock, and that was the explanation.
Okay. Chris, you one of the league's top scorers, had to sit out a year due to the transfer rule. Just talk about just your role here and how gratifying it is to be coming up. You might be playing in March Madness.
I think it's a great opportunity, great experience. Definitely Coach Keats has a lot of confidence in me, and my teammates have a lot of confidence in me, and they put me in good positions to score, and we play together as a team.
Denzel is kind of one of those back and forth games for a really long time, and then you guys kind of found that run. I think you had 16 out of 18 or something like that. What did you think changed there for you guys that you were able to find a little separation during that stretch?
I think we played extremely hard. I felt like we were poised. I mean, we had a lead going in, and we just wanted to stay aggressive and not be complacent, and that's what we did.
Chris, during that run, there was that shot, that 3 that you had that hit the front of the rim, hit the backboard, and goes in. I mean, I guess what was the reaction to that, and what was working for you today to hit 4 out of 5 threes and really kind of do some things shooting outside?
Just staying aggressive, not letting one shot affect the next one. Every shot's a new shot, and just gotta stay confident.
Coach, past years, this program, had been to a lot of these games, these title games, 7 of them, 4 titles. Hadn't been there since 2006, the last time you played against Hofstra. What does it mean to this program now to get back there again now?
Well, it means a lot. I mean, this program, I know it's been documented obviously in the early 2000s how well this program had played, and obviously going to the NCAA and winning championships. But it means a lot. We've got an unbelievable school. We've got unbelievable support from our administration, and to give the opportunity to get the school back in this situation, I'm excited about it. I'm happy with these guys. They've laid it on the line for us all year long, and proud to be in this moment right now.
Chris, what was in the moment there? What was that last minute like, and having to fight for it again, right down to the last whistle?
I mean, like Coach said, we knew they weren't just going to lay down. They were going to give us one more punch, and I think we just stayed poised and were able to close it out.
Chris, so you touched the ball on the last play, or just describe the last play, what it was like to wait for an official's call?
I went up and tried to make a play on the ball. I was able to get my hand on it and tip it, and just like the ref said, the clock ran out.
Guys, how do you balance the emotion of being in a final and having everything so close to you with it not going too emotional because it's the game that you're so close to?
Well, I'll answer that first. Dan, we've done a great job this year staying in the moment. And honestly, and these guys will tell you, we never talk about, where we're ranked in the conference. We never looked at standings. I've never written it on the board or anything else. Obviously, we know that we've got a very good opponent in Hofstra, and it's obviously another game. It's a game because obviously you win a championship. But for us, it'll be business as usual. We know that we have to play. But with this team, we've stayed in the moment. We've had opportunities. I think every time we played Hofstra was probably for something. When we played them up there, it was the opportunity to be in first place at that time. When we played them at our place, it was the opportunity to win the #1 seed at that time. And obviously now we're here. So it's been a good challenge for us all year long.
Chris and Denzel, I asked Coach's take before. I just want to get your take as well. What do you remember from the 2 games against Hofstra this year, and what can you learn from that going ahead till tomorrow night?
I mean, it was a battle. Both games were was fun. It was exciting. It was competitive, and it was just great games. I mean, I'm excited.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, both teams are going to fight, and it should be a good game.
Guys got a lot of words, don't they?
Anybody got anything else? All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.